So, welcome back to Total Extreme Wrestling, Warfare Wrestling, whatever. Rewriting history. We are now in February 1997, and let's see what happens on the road to WrestleMania. Yeah, did I read this stuff last time? I'm not sure. Let's just go through it. Our friend Bullet Bob Armstrong retires at the age of 57. ECW Hardcore TV completes its run. Okay, I read that last time, so let's go. Oh, who's that? Johnny Ace. Good-looking man. I guess he's very popular with the ladies, I heard. So WCW Monday Night in front of 14,000 fans. Yeah, we have the wrestling boom of the 90s here. I gotta love it. So 89 show rating, 2.88 TV rating. Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Juventud Guerrera. Backstage segment with Eddie Guerrero and one with Jimmy Hart. A confrontation between Mang, the Giant, Big Baba Rogers, Cobra, and Harlem Heat. Backstage segment with DDP. Backstage segment with Gene Okerlund, VK Wall Street, and Greg Valentine defeated Jim Powers and Disco Inferno. Scott Hall defeated Mr. JL. Backstage segment with Bam Bam Bigelow. Hollywood Hulk Hogan defeats Billy Kidman. Don't they have a cruiserweight division, by the way? Doesn't seem so. Interview with Ted DiBiase. Dungeon of Doom. Mang the Giant and Big Baba defeated Cobra and Harlem Heat. Chris Benoit defeated Lex Luger, Tanta, and the Booty Man for the WCW World TV title. The workhorse Lex Luger lost the title. Chris Benoit is the new champion, but yeah, this was a fatal four-way match with John Tenta and Ed Leslie, of all people. Can we see who got pinned? Maybe Lex didn't get pinned. He may have his rematch clause. And also the World Heavyweight Championship was on the line. Warrior defeated Kevin Sullivan, Randy Savage, and Sting. What are with these fatal four-ways? Fatal four-way night. But we have a new television champion, and it is Chris Benoit. So Monday Night Raw broadcast got a 2.67 TV rating, over 2 million viewers. WWF is on the rise as well. ECW Hardcore TV was shown, which got a 0.06 TV rating. Chris Benoit claims belt. There was a WCW title change last night at WCW Monday Nitro, with the WCW World Television Championship being won by Benoit. This is his first run with the belt, and he will be hoping to have a long title reign. So, yeah, we are rewriting history. Also, the tragical aspects of the world of wrestling, the tragic events have not happened here, so I'm not going to comment on that. We pretend we are in 1997 and see what the game offers us. And here in 1997 now, yeah, Benoit is now the champion, the TV champion. So, take it as it is. So we got Raw at the Cow Palace, over 11,000 fans for the taping, 74 rating. It will be broadcast next week, I guess, or is there always a 2-week difference? No, I think it will be shown next Monday. Video recap: the Owen Hart vs. British Bulldog feud. Psycho City, an interview talking about Steve Austin. The New Rockers defeat the Chaos Connection in a ladder match. Why some random ladder match without even a title on the line at the beginning of Raw? There was a backstage segment with Farouk, a backstage segment with good old Jim Cornette. Owen Hart defeated Aldo Montoya. The Smoking Guns defeat Team Slaughter. The Partisans, Marrow, Michaels, and Helmsley defeat the Sultan and Team Raw. Raw is War, but Raw here spelled with R-O-A-R. Who is Team Raw? Team Raw? Who's that? Barry Windham, Brian Adams, or Rikishi? Two of those three. But not the best Raw, actually. VK Wall Street, is he gonna stay with WCW, or is he gonna go back to the IRS? I think there are rumors about his possible contract extension. Tatanka is fully fit again. He has finally shrugged off the injury worries. Best physical shape. Henry O'Godwin gets a new contract. Roland Alexander leaves the business. Who? No disrespect, but sorry, I don't know who you are. So then we see Scott Norton. I heard he's... now we get a WCW Saturday night taping for 2,500 fans. Seems to be sold out. 64 show rating. Interview with John Tenta and Pitch Black. Disco Inferno defeat Bunkhouse Buck. Backstage segment with Scott Steiner. Backstage segment with Ted DiBiase. The American Males defeat Rough and Ready. And these names are so generic, I don't even know if the game made those up or if this was a legitimate tag team. We need some. Can you put that in a database that the tag team names that the game generates are not so super generic? So Scott Norton defeat Jim Powers, John Tanta and Pitch Black defeat Scotty Flamingo and the James Boys. Then we had Buddy Landell is out injured. Get well. Then yeah. Who is that? Cybernetico. Mexican outlaw wrestler, I guess. So WWF plotting new feud. The rumors they plan to run a major Owen Hart against The Undertaker storyline. Did we ever see Owen Hart wrestle The Undertaker? I don't remember, but I would love to see that match. Sounds very intriguing. According to some sources, the rivalry will be one of the primary focal points of the show. Should be incredible matches, for sure. The Undertaker won the Royal Rumble. I think the game doesn't understand the WrestleMania rule. So Bob Holly, WWF Superstars taping, I guess, 62 show rating, 2,500 people. Bob Holly defeats Aldo Montoya, backstage segment with Sunny, backstage segment with Yokozuna, backstage segment with Vince McMahon, interview with Coco Beware and the Body Donnas. At least the game understands like they team on the same night, so they have an interview together. Tatanka defeats the Goon. Coco Beware and the Body Donnas defeat Salvatore Sincere and the Devil Machine. Savio Vega and Viscera defeat the Warlord and King Kong Bundy by disqualification. So yeah, I wanted to ask if Tatanka was still under contract with the WWF. Yes, he is. We are about to finish week 1. Will there be a WCW pay-per-view? They didn't have a pay-per-view in January, right? So Saturday, what is going on here? New Jack happy with ECW. New Jack unconcerned with job safety has been very vocal recently with his criticisms of Paul Heyman. Sources within the promotion say the two have fallen out of a variety of issues. Many have commented they do not expect New Jack to last much longer within the promotion. Didn't he get paid? So VK Wall Street is staying with WCW. Hayabusa flops. There's talk, blah, blah, blah. He's a flop as a company figurehead. So. Then it is Sunday, week 1. Is there a pay-per-view or not for WCW? No. Do they have less pay-per-views? No pay-per-view in January? So we had ECW Big Apple Blizzard Blast. Does the game make up such a name, or was that a real event? 1,600 bands sold out, 76 show rating. Ah yeah, the game tells you when it's sold out. Got a 0.01 TV rating. So let's look even at the pre-shows. Pre-show Cataclysm defeated Bad Crew. Spider number 2, who's Spider number 1 defeated Devon Storm. Brian Lee defeated Mikey Ripwreck, and then the main show began. Sabu did an interview talking about Too Cold Scorpio. One Man Gang and the Sandman brawled, had to be physically pulled apart. Dave Finlay defeated Supernova. Finlay in ECW is certainly something. Interview with Taz. Devon Dudley defeated Chris Chaney. Backstage segment with Francine. Sammy the Silk and Violent Conduct defeat RVD and the Pitbulls. Interview with Arn Anderson. I love Double A in ECW as well. The Gangsters defeat the Eliminators for the ECW Tag Team title. So we have new Tag Team. Isn't that New Jack? Yes, it is New Jack. So much for the rumors. He was rumored to leave, and then one day later he is the ECW World Tag Team Champion. Interview with Paul Heyman, maybe he talks about New Jack. Backstage segment with Beulah McGillicuddy. Taz defeated Bubba Ray Dudley. Sabu and Tommy Dreamer defeat the One Man Gang and Doink the Clown. The Sandman defeat Shane Douglas, and Steve Williams defeat Arn Anderson to retain the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. That's a great match. Dr. Death and Double A for the ECW title in that gritty atmosphere. Would have loved to see that. So MVP of the show was Tommy Dreamer. The Gangsters win the titles. Maybe they convince good old New Jack to sign a paper. WCW Saturday Night was shown, got a 0.2 TV rating. Yeah, we shouldn't forget about ECW. They certainly have something going. Dr. Death, Double A. Very interesting combination. WWF Superstars was broadcast 0.19 TV rating. Chris Benoit internet support. Recently we ran a poll on our message board where fans could vote for who they thought was the best technical wrestler in the world. After thousands of votes, the winner was announced as Chris Benoit. Technically, It's hard to disagree with his technical wrestling abilities. So, WCW Monday Nitro kicks off week 2 in February 1997. We got 13,000 fans in attendance, 96 show rating. That's almost perfect. That's almost a 5-star TV show. 3.1 TV rating. So, we got Papa Shango defeating Conan. Backstage segment with Gene Okerlund. Backstage segment with Booker T. Kevin Nash. I haven't read the top headline yet. I haven't read the main event yet. I'm excited to see what was so good on this show. Is that the highest rating we've got so far? Close to perfection. Backstage segment with Mean Gene Okerlund. Backstage segment with Booker T. Kevin Nash defeated Billy Kidman by DQ. Backstage segment with Bam Bam Bigelow. Backstage segment with Diamond Dallas Page. Backstage segment with Teddy DiBiase. Backstage segment with Jimmy Hart. All ratings in the 60s so far. Hulk Hogan defeats Glacier. Backstage segment with Eddie Guerrero. Backstage segment with Scott Steiner. So nothing too special so far. What was so fucking great about this show? Dungeon of Doom. Big Bubba Rogers, the Giant, and Kevin Sullivan defeat Jim Powers and Harlem Heat. Scott Hall defeat the Boogeyman. The Booty Man by DQ. Randy Savage defeated DDP. That was a very good match. And we had a potential 5-star match here. The Four Horsemen, Ric Flair and Chris Benoit, defeated Luger and Sting in a cage match. This is seemingly one of the best matches in Monday Nitro and in general television history. Does a 98 rating equal a 5-star match as well? We had one 5-star match so far. Who was that? Was Dean Malenko against Randy Savage, right? Or something like that. Randy Savage against DDP. Don't forget about that. So we had 2 absolute banger matches here in the main event. But they don't talk about a 5-star match. But these were 2 4.5 or 4 3/4 star matches here. Monday Night Raw was also shown. I think they cannot compete with that quality of wrestling. Yeah, they always said WCW was more of the show act promotion in the main event, storylines and angles, and maybe realism. But now they really put on some quality wrestling in the main events. These were 2 phenomenal matches. But still, Monday Night Raw also got a 2.3 TV rating. Or they always said WCW had the good matches in the undercard, in the midcard, and had the entertainers in the crappy matches in the main event. And WWE was the other way around. WWE had the great matches in the main event and the crap in the undercard. Like WWE also had stars in the main events, but the matches were much better. So ECW Hardcore TV was shown 0.06 TV rating. Paul White is injured. Cauliflower ears. So Ed Leslie fully fit. Then let's wrap. Oh, Linda McMahon. What is she doing? Working in the office in Stamford, Connecticut. So then we get a new champion in the WWF. Breaking news. Shawn Michaels has just won the WWF Heavyweight title for the 2nd time. Don't spoil me. Don't spoil me, damn it. Monday Night Raw. Yeah, I would have read anyway. We have a new... Yeah, they saw WCW Nitro and they thought we need to counter that. And there was a ladder match for the WWF title and we have a new champion. A few weeks before WrestleMania. So 81 rating, over 10,000 people in attendance. Owen Hart defeated the Brooklyn Brawler. Well, quite a good match. Backstage segment with Mr. Perfect. Backstage segment with Vince McMahon. Backstage segment with Sonny. Backstage segment with Jim Cornette. Farouk and Team Raw defeated Coco Beware and Team Slaughter. Goldust and Psycho Sid defeated Team Smash Mouth. And Shawn Michaels defeats Steve Austin in a ladder match to win the WWF title. And this was also over a 4-star rating match. People will get to see it next week. Yeah, his 2nd reign as the World Wrestling Federation champion. And Steve Austin is now back in the Hunter position. Will they maybe fight in the main event of WrestleMania? Will it be Michaels and Bret Hart? Or what about The Undertaker, Owen Hart? Let's see what happens here. Then we get to see the rest of week 2. Hard to top these events. A new WWF champion, one of the best Nitros ever. Both shows are smoking hot right now. Both promotions, WCW Saturday Night, not so much, 57 show rating, but almost 3,000 people in attendance. Interview with Shane Douglas, Scotty Flamingo defeat Jericho by DQ. Yeah, what about Jericho here? He hasn't really been doing much. Backstage segment with Booker T, backstage segment with Bam Bam Bigelow. Jim Duggan defeat Bunkhouse Buck. John Tanta and Pitch Black defeat Alex Wright and the James Boys. Shane Douglas defeated Jim Powers. So then we get to see not much else what interests me. Then we get to see WWF Superstar taping, 61 rating, 1,100 fans in Puerto Rico. The Devil Machines defeat Team Zero Tolerance, backstage segments respectively with Vince McMahon, Jim Cornette, Rey Mysterio, and Doc Hendricks. And then 3 matches. Bob Holly defeat King Kong Bundy, Tatanka and the Body Donors defeat Salvatore Sincere and the New Rockers, and Jake the Snake Roberts defeat the Warlord. What about Jake Roberts? Don't I want to do something with him? Jushin Liger invents a new move, but they don't tell us what it was. So, the weekend of week 2, when will the next pay-per-view be? So, a lot of title changes. New ECW Tag Champions, new WCW Television Champion, new WWF World Heavyweight Champion, new World Wrestling Federation Champion, I mean. So, then there's not much here that interests me. What does this mean? Ah, this was the event. The name of an event. Rusha Kimura. Did he invent the Kimura lock? Russia. Russia or Russia? Is this supposed to be English or is this Japanese? So, Joe Higuchi re-signing with All Japan Pro Wrestling. So, the ECW Hardcore TV. 67 show rating, 485 fans in attendance. Steve Williams, Tana, Shane Douglas in a backstage interview. Video covered the rivalry between Too Cold, Scorpio, and Sabu. RVD and the Eliminators defeat Dave Finlay in Violent Conduct. Backstage segment with Francine. Interview with Bill Alfonso. Sabu defeated the Blue Meanie. The Gangsters defeat the Pitbulls in a tables match to retain their new tag team titles. The Sandman and Tommy Dreamer defeat the One Man Gang and Doink the Clown in a cage match. Doink the Clown still around here. This match shouldn't this match have been better? We have Finlay, we have Carino, we have Saturn, we have RVD. Only gets a 61 rating. I guess it's not only about match quality. So didn't they say Hardcore TV is over, or do they have a new channel where they show that? You see, they only finished on one channel. Didn't they say something? They wrapped it up also, but they have new tapings here anyway. They're gonna show it on 2 different channels. Is that their new channel already, or I don't really get it? Anyway, they have a 63 rating, 485 people in attendance. Took out Scorpio, called out Sabu, Sandman, One Man Gang, and an angry confrontation. Bubba Ray Dudley and the Pitbulls defeat Sammy the Silk and Violent Conduct. Backstage segment with Francine. Interview Paul Heyman. Sabu defeat Dances with Dudley. RVD defeated Shane Douglas in a tables. They have too many tables matches. Arn Anderson and Doink the Clown defeat the Eliminators. What a tag team. Yeah, they announced something about a new channel or so. So 71 rating, 400, yeah, still the same people in attendance. Tommy Dreamer, Tana, Doink the Clown in a backstage interview. The One Man Gang and the Sandman confronted each other, had to be pulled apart backstage. Barbara Ray Dudley and the Eliminators defeated Brian Lee and the Headhunters. Interview with Arn Anderson, interview with Paul Heyman. The Sandman defeats Stevie Richards. Tommy Dreamer defeated Dave Finlay. Steve Williams and Sabu defeat Doink the Clown and Arn Anderson. Is that a new permanent combination here? 71 rating here for the third taping. Too Cold Scorpio attacked Sabu via the crowd. The Sandman and the One Man Gang had to be separated after getting to a brawl. Bubba Ray Dudley and the Pitbulls defeat Sammy the Silk and the Headhunters. Interview with Paul Heyman. Interview with Arn Anderson. Doink the Clown defeated Mikey Ripwreck in a ladder. They had 2 ladder matches. 2 very random ladder matches. Doink the Clown defeated Mikey Ripwreck in a ladder match, and Tommy Dreamer defeated Devon Dudley in a ladder match. And then in the main event, Arn Anderson and the One Man Gang defeated the Sandman and Steve Williams. Does this game take notes of like the records, the win and loss records of people, or not? So then what we have here, Hardcore TV taping. Awesome show. They say Scott Hall looks abroad. WCW star Scott Hall has apparently recently been telling friends that eventually he would like to try expanding his horizons, working in more foreign places. He said that he's very open to interest from promotions all over the world. I'm not sure if WCW allows him to do that. Injury sideline Steve Williams, the ECW World Heavyweight Champion, is injured. A full elbow MCL rupture. He will be sidelined for 6 months, so I guess the title will have to be vacated. He did not lose the title, but I think he cannot compete with that. Or will they have him drop the title? Tommy Rich with an injury, likely gonna be out for a few months. WCW Saturday Night got a 0.17 TV rating. Recovery for Paul White. He is back to his best. He is fully recovered. Travels for Johnny Smith. So anyway, Roddy Piper. So then we get, what do we get? Last night's WCW SuperBrawl. Yeah, here we have a WCW pay-per-view. I didn't even expect it now, so let's see what we got. 86 rating, 38,000 people in attendance, 6.81 buy rate, over 3 million buys, 0.08 TV rating. So seems to be a spectacular show again, and a long show, long pre-show as well. People got something. Was a stadium show, New England. In the pre-show, Sergeant Craig Pittman defeated Chris Canyon. Johnny Grunge defeated Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker via disqualification. Pat Tanaka defeated Mr. JL. Hugh Morris defeated Bobby Walker. Alex Ryder and Scotty Flamingo defeated Ice Train and Juventud Guerrera. Jim Duggan and Jim Powers defeated Scott Norton, Shane Douglas. What about such a long pre-show? You want to wear the people out before the show? Video recap: the Scott Hall vs. Randy Savage feud. VK Wall Street defeat Disco Inferno. Backstage segment with Ted DiBiase. An interview with the Giant. Interview with the DDP. Dean Malenko and the Blue Bloods defeat the Booty Man and the Nasty Boys. Very good match. DDP defeated Terry Taylor. A video hyped Chris Benoit vs. John Tanta. Chris Benoit defeated John Tanta to retain the WCW World TV title. Why doesn't Lex Luger get a rematch? A video hyped Eddie Guerrero vs. Big Bubba Rogers. Eddie Guerrero defeated Big Bubba Rogers by DQ in a match that had been for the United States title. All the titles are on the line here. The Giant defeated Conan. Backstage segment with Bam Bam Bigelow. Backstage segment with Booker T. A video hyped the Steiner Brothers versus the Tag Team Masters. The Steiner Brothers defeated the Tag Team Masters to retain the WCW Tag Titles. Who were the Tag Team? Meng and Kevin Sullivan. Backstage segment with Gene Okerlund. The Four Horsemen, Ric Flair and Steve McMichael defeated Luger and Sting. Randy Savage defeated Kevin Nash. This is also almost a 5-star match, 96, but I guess it's not the work rate, if you will, just the crowd reaction and overall feeling. People were happy with that match. And in the main event, The Warrior defeated Scott Hall to retain the WCW World Heavyweight title. Why do they start the show with a package on Hall and Savage, and then in the main event we have Hall and Warrior? But don't call him Ultimate. The Warrior is still the WCW World Heavyweight title holder. John Tanta is injured. He will not miss. It is not expected that he will miss any dates. It will only take a few days to heal. WWF Superstars shown 0.19 TV rating. And we will continue next time. And then I may change the format. Starting next time, we will only see 1 week per video. I want to do a little bit shorter videos so I can produce more, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.